Namaste friends. I am Ritesh and today our focus is yoga for core intermediate level. Remember friends, we have also done a beginner level pose. So don't forget to check out and practice the beginner level pose before you get into the intermediate level, because you need to prepare yourself, and that's the reason we had done a beginner level. And now here is the intermediate level. You are slowly and steadily upgrading yourself from a beginner to intermediate to an advanced. Friends, so let's talk about the intermediate part first. So friends, before that you need to work a little bit slowly and steadily and regularly on the beginner level. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. So let's lie down on the back and do some warm-ups before we get into an intense and a good way of doing the core exercises. So let's lie down on your back in Shavasana and relax for a few breaths. I call this a centering and grounding. So let's lie down on the back. So hug yourself, space out, stretch the arms out and give at least 30 seconds in Shavasana. Observe your breathing. Allow your body to relax. And now from here, get down from the left hand side and take the sitting position. So friends, we have done in the beginner level the same, but now there is a variation. If you remember, in the beginner level, I had asked you to hold it and move like this. So inhale and exhale. So that was, friends, your beginner level. Now, an intermediate level, the level also changes. It becomes a little bit more intense. So now, instead of holding it like this, you are just trying to touch it. There's a difference. When you hold it, the arm supports, and that's the reason you find that your core gets relaxed. But when you just touch it, automatically your core gets more active. So you want to just touch it, tell yourself, with an inhalation you go back. So inhale and hold it. Neck and shoulders relax. Inhale. Hold it. Neck and shoulders relax. Once again, inhale. Keep engaging your core. Inhale. So just touch it. We don't need holding, okay? With that holding we did in the beginner level pose. And inhale, exhale. Friends, as I told you, if you find your sacrum is hurting, please add some cushions more behind the sacrum or a blanket that will help you in case you're having some strain on the sacrum. Now friends, that is also known as a Jhula Luharakasana. Now we are doing a cycling. So once again, lie down on your back, keep the arms to the side. Now in the second variation, that is intermediate, we can lift the head up and start cycling. So you can make it a clockwise and anti-clockwise. So you can make it, friends, 30 seconds to 45 seconds or till the time you are comfortable. If your head is started paining, take it down. Let it relax. And then once again lift up. Because we need to strengthen our sternocleidomastoid muscle. And relax. To relax yourself, hug both the knees to the chest. Give a break. Feet on the floor and let's do a bridge pose, Setu Bandhasan. In the first beginner level, we haven't added Setu Bandhasan. In the intermediate level, we have added this. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we can do it 30 seconds to 45 seconds to whatever extent you feel you are comfortable with it. So friends, now from this finishing up of warm-up, now let's get into Ardha Navasana. If you remember, in the beginner level, we had done Ardha Navasana, but in the second, it's intermediate, we want to get a little bit more intense. Now let's focus on the intermediate level. So first I will let you know what beginner level we did, if you remember. So in the beginner level, the feet was on the floor and we did this. Inhale, exhale. Now in the intermediate level, you're taking the hands behind. So hands behind, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So friends, we don't need this. This we don't need. We want to go super slow. So inhale, exhale. So you make it 10 to 15 reps or till the time you feel comfortable. If you find any strain on the back, just hug the knees to the chest, give a little bit of twisting or a bridge pose. This will always ease off your back. So from Ardha Navasana, we focused on the upper abs. We are now focusing on Chakra Padasana. In simple terms, that is known as leg rotation. But if you remember, in the beginner level, I asked you to bend one knee and do it. Now let's focus on the intermediate level. So once again, the head is down. Now in the beginner level, I asked you to bend one leg, straighten the other and rotate. But in the intermediate level, I'm asking you to straighten both the legs. Remember, there's a neutral curve, palms are down, lift the legs up and circle. So inhale, exhale. Now friends, I need that your hip should not move. This should not happen. What I need is both the hips square on the floor. Your PSIS, that is posterior superior iliac spine, should be touching the floor. Shoulders are down, neck is long. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And changing it out, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And the same with the left side. So make it 10 to 15 rotations. So inhale, lift up, exhale down. If you see friends, I am not doing this. Inhale, exhale. This should not happen. We need the hips to be square on the floor. Inhale, exhale. Keep your core engaged. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And that is your leg rotation, slowly and gently without giving a break. After doing Chakra Padasana, this is the new asana we are adding into the intermediate level, that is known as Halasana. But Halasana with a dynamic movement. Now this movement focus on your rectus abdominis. So let's get into it. So once again, lie down. Keep your hands behind the hip. So take your palms, take it behind the hip. So the position should be something like this. And your hip is resting here, especially the sacrum. So here, I lift the legs up. Shoulders are down and relax. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay friends, so this is what you are doing, slowly and gently, keeping the hands behind the hip. But yes, If you're finding a back pain, just reduce it. So instead of doing 3, 4, just do 1 or 2. So that was your halasana. Now the next asana that we are adding is shalabhasana. Now this posture is done lying down on the abdomen. So let's get into the movement. So lying down on the abdomen. Now this is for extension. If you remember in the beginner level, I told you about flexion, extension and twist. So stretched out, straighten it, pull the leg, inhale, exhale, inhale. Here also I need both the hips to be anchored on the floor. I don't need this movement. So when you're lifting it up, it should not happen that the hips are lifting up like that. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Engage your glutes, engage your core, and exhale. So as usual, try to make at least 10 to 15 reps on each side, the right side and the left side. Now from here, as I talked to you about twisting, spinal twist. Now remember, we did the spinal twist in the beginner level. But here we are adding a little bit of more dynamic twist. So once again, lying on the back. Your arms are straight, so both the arms go out, right? The legs are to a 90-degree angle. In Sanskrit, this posture is known as Jathara Parivartasana A. So toes pointing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You need to go to the opposite side also, okay? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I'll shift a little bit. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling and exhaling. So friends, you need to add a little bit of twisting in your movement. So here we did a supine spinal twist, but that was a little bit more dynamic. Now we get into a plank position. Now this is a new addition from the intermediate level. If you remember, we did a plank pose on the elbows. We called it a dolphin pose. Now we are focusing on a plank, but that is on the palm. So now let's get into the plank pose, and here we'll do a lot of variations also. So coming back into a tabletop position, activate your fingers, check. Okay, that's fine. Now friends, if you find that if you take the shoulder and the wrist in one line, for some people there is a lot of pressure on the wrist. So I recommend for them to take a little bit more forward. That's completely fine. Lift the knees up, activate it, and that's your plank position. So keep pressing the fingers, core engaged, and maintain. Lift the right leg up, add a variation to it, hold it there, come back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, lift up, exhale, inhale, lift up, exhale, inhale, lift up, exhale. So that is the way you can slowly and steadily focus on maintaining it, engaging the core, and come back slowly. So these are some of the variations that you can add when you're doing a plank position. Friends, after this plank we have Vasishthasana. In the beginner level we had done on the elbows, that is Vasishthasana, side plank. Now we are doing a Vasishthasana, side plank, but on your palms. So let's get down. So if you remember, the beginner was like this. Intermediate level, keep the palms on the floor. Now first let's get into a variation. Straighten the legs. One, check your position. Now if you're finding this too difficult, keep the legs in front. That's completely fine. And tall yourself and move. So you can hold that position or you can move it down and up. Now if you find this very easy, keep the leg side to side, activate it, tall yourself and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and come back. Friends, I am doing it with the right side. You also need to do it on the left side. Friends, now from here we are getting into a Sarapasana, that is once again on the abdomen, focusing on extension. So lie down on the abdomen. Now the classical Sarapasana is like this, and you're lifting it up. But now I have added a change here. I'm focusing on a dynamic movement. So toes pointing away. Let your forehead rest on the palms. Now lengthen the right leg, the left leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, hold up. Exhale, go down. And relax for a few breaths. Come back slowly. And just once again do a child's pose, Balasana. Relax in that position. And slowly come back. So friends, that was yoga for your intermediate level, going very slowly and gently. And don't forget to do the Pavan Muktasana or the Setu Bandhasana or the twisting in between whenever you feel that there's something coming on your back. Friends, just keep practicing regularly. You will find that your core is getting engaged, it's getting more stronger, more stable, and you will feel that even when you walk, you will find that your core is working. Friends, we need to work on the transverse abdominis, that is the deepest layer of the abdomen. We need to focus on the rectus abdominis, that is the front. We need to focus on your obliques, that is the internal and external obliques. And at the same time, we need to focus on the QL muscles, that is your quadratus lumborum. So these are some of the anatomical terms that you don't need to remember, but just get an idea about what we are focusing on. And remember, as I told you in the beginner level, focus on all the movement. So we are focusing on flexion, extension, lateral, and twist. At the same time, holdings, that is planks. But friends, don't push yourself, listen to your body, but yes, try to challenge yourself. Friends, I'm Ritesh here and thank you for watching. In case you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to check out my Yoga for Core advanced level. Namaste.